This is Oasis again. The Wimbledon is over. I'm not a big sports person, but I like tennis. Tennis is one sport that I play, let's say, real bad. All the other sports I play, let's say, not at all. Frankly, I don't know a whole lot about tennis either. I know there are four major Grand Slam tournaments: US Open, French Open, Australian Open, and Wimbledon. Oops. Oh, Wimbledon is not open. I don't know what they mean by open. I don't know why there are three of the four majors are called open, and there is a hush hush after Wimbledon. Is Wimbledon really open or closed? Or it has a revolving door? Then British have to do something different than the rest of the countries. I always wanted to go to Wimbledon and watch the matches live there. Still can't afford it. But then I stopped feeling bad about that. When I heard that Queen Elizabeth went to see the Wimbledon game this year after 33 years. If the Queen has to save money for 33 years to see a game, who am I? And even then, she could not even go to the championship game. She has to get a ticket for one of those cheap early round matches. And she lives right in England. She doesn't even have to buy a plane ticket. She can practically ride a bike to the game. There's more about the Queen's financial hardship too. Her Majesty will be visiting New York pretty soon after 43 years. My goodness, even I have visited England 4 or 5 times during that period, and I'm not even alone. I also like to visit Russia someday and visit their so-called tennis star manufacturing facility. Every year they have a new tennis star whose name I can't pronounce. There is something different about this Wimbledon that just different. Everything is so old and so green. They play tennis on a grass like cavemen. Well, still better than French. They play on dirt, for God's sake. The Brits should have paved the courts while they still had few colonies left. Now they are broke and they cannot have a concrete. And when it rains, the game shut down. And sometimes rain plays game with the Wimbledon people. As soon as it starts sprinkling, 30 people will start pulling that rug and cover the pitch. And 3 minutes later, the rain stops and they start pulling it back. And 5 minutes later, it rains again, they start pulling it in. Boy, it's quite a spectacle. But then there are times when it rains for days and days. And that's bad because the tournament shuts down for days due to the rain. And then people have to watch all those old matches and listen to the boring stories of those commentators. Day after day, visitors end up eating spicy Indian and Pakistani food and go to sleep with heartburn. By the time they are ready to head home, they don't even have enough money to get a cab. Hello, England. Electric motors were invented over 100 years ago. How about putting electrically operated retractable roof that will save your pitch. They will protect the spectators and the games will not have to stop. And another thing, why those trophies have to be either a cup or a plate? Again, the caveman invented a cup to drink and a plate to eat. But those ancient kitchenware represents sport trophies everywhere. If it was a cooking competition, I can understand. If the trophy is in the shape of a cup or a plate or even a frying pan. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of Chi Wu Walk Trophy this year is Rachel Ray. But Wimbledon, there is a bigger problem. They give a cup to a man champion and a plate to a female champion. Isn't that sexist? Hey, you girls, you go to kitchen and bring some food in the plate, while we boys will drink whiskey in the cup. For God's sake, find out some innovative shape for a sport trophies, not a cup or a plate. So let's say what Serena Williams is doing with her plate a couple of hours after she holds this trophy. Wow, looks like this plate is not non-stick. And have you noticed Nadal always bites on a trophy when he wins championship with his teeth? Let's see what happened to that trophy a couple of hours later. Okay, folks, I'm done. Or may I say, I'm Wimbledon done. See you again. Bye-bye.